I always like to sit on a block too. Block is firm, so it gives that very stable sensation for the pelvis to root ourselves down. So let's begin. Welcome everyone. Let's find a comfortable position to sit tall. Having one shin in front of the other is called the easy pose, Sukhasana. Sukh from ease or sweet. Let's close the eyes, allowing facial expression to soften as we bring all the attention inside. Draw the lower abdominals gently in and up, finding a little lift internally, a lift of the pelvic floor to engage the core muscles and support yourself tall like this with the chest open. Finding stability, stiram, and that sense of comfort, of sweetness, sukham. Bring the index fingers and thumbs gently together for the wisdom gesture, Jnana Mudra. And begin to watch your breath, allowing air to flow freely in and out of the nose. As you inhale, observe the body expand, rib cage, chest. As you exhale, contract the low belly just slightly. Let the ribs soften, chest, shoulders relax. Inhale, expansion, chest, upper belly, upper back. Contraction of the low belly to exhale, getting really empty, softening what doesn't need to be tense. And allow yourself to really connect to your own rhythm this morning, to the wisdom of your body that knows exactly how to move. See, you're not controlling your breath and it's perfectly happening. And as you continue observing your breath and your body, I'd like to mention a festival that is happening right now in India. It's a Hindu festival called Navaratri. Nava meaning night, Nava meaning 9, and Ratri meaning nights. So 9 nights, 10 days. It's a festival of celebration of the great mother, the Maha Shakti Durga. And during these 9 nights, 10 days, different aspects of the goddess are celebrated. And there are different ways to see the festival and different goddesses and aspects of Durga to celebrate. I will explain here a very simple one. So in one tradition, the first 3 nights are dedicated to goddess Kali, the warrior goddess, one aspect of the great mother Durga. The warrior goddess Kali helps fight demons, anything that is getting in our way to see truth, to establish ourselves in our dharma, our great cosmic purpose. Then the second 3 nights are dedicated to goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of abundance, another aspect of the Mother Durga. And the last 3 nights are dedicated to goddess Saraswathi, the goddess that holds the ultimate wisdom. She's the goddess of the arts, and she's the goddess of purity. All that comes from Saraswati is pure, is truth, is wise. So we're at the end of the festival now. I believe today is the 8th night. And we're going to call in Saraswati's wisdom to establish ourselves in truth, remembering that we already know all that we need to know. It's all within. And to call in Saraswati, we're going to chant the mantra for Durga. Durga mantra, which will help connect to all the other aspects of Mother Durga. So established in truth, in deep wisdom, let's join the hands together. And the mantra for Durga, Om DUM DURGAYEI NAMAHA, we're chanting 9 times, calling in the great mother energy, Durga. Inhale. Om DUM DURGAYEI NAMAHA. 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 Let the vibration settle into your subtle body so that you are vibrating in alignment with the great Maha Shakti Durga, the great mother, remembering that all the aspects of the goddess are already you. You're just awakening them, awakening this great wisdom within. Now, keeping the 3 middle fingers together, keeping the little fingers and thumbs together, separate the 3 middle fingers, creating lotus mudra in front of your heart, Padma Mudra. A symbol for spiritual awakening, for the connection to that deep wisdom that is already in you, that is already you. Remembering that you know all that you need to know, you just need to remember. So let Saraswati help you remember the great wisdom that you hold, the answers to all questions. And then elevate your hands above your head, keeping the elbows slightly bent so your shoulders can relax. Take a couple of breaths here, holding Padma Mudra above the crown of the head at Sahasrara Chakra. And then close this flower, bring your hands together, interlace your fingers and extend your arms up, pressing the palms skyward. Take a deep breath in. Bend the elbows sideways as you exhale, soften the shoulders, contracting low belly. And again, extension of the arms, inhaling. Bend the elbows sideways, exhaling. One more time, inhale, extend the arms. And bend the elbows. As you extend the arms again, breathe in. Open the arms, interlacing hands behind the hips as you breathe out. Extend the arms back, lift chest, chin stays down. Legs relaxed. Scapula close together behind you. Just one more breath here, opening the heart space, awakening Anahata chakra energy. And as you release your hands, let's enter Malasana, squat. So for Malasana, you can stay seated on something, a block in my case, or you can hover your hips above the floor, joining the palms together. Use your arms to separate the legs as you lift your chest. Tailbone moving downward, Apana energy, downward flowing. And from the belly button up, lengthen. So crown lengthening up, prana energy, upward flowing. Stay here, releasing tension in the back as you strengthen the ankles and anchor through the feet as though creating roots down into the earth. Great posture to activate Muladhara energy, root chakra energy. And then releasing the hands down, extend your legs, feet parallel, chest forward. Fold between your legs, hold on to your forearms or elbows and sway side to side. Moving freely. Morning, Sharon. Just like to say good morning to everyone. Hi. Good morning, Barbara. So if you can, keep the top of the head down towards floor. So bend the knees as much as needed. So you're really low. The torso is quite vertical here. This will help release spine, create space between the spinal vertebrae. And as you pause back in center, release your hands down towards the ground. Let them softly touch the floor if they do touch the floor at all. No weight on them. Now from here, reaching the chest forward, let's enter into a plank pose. Plant your hands down, walk your feet back, your hands forward as needed, and spread your fingers wide. Plank pose, navel into spine, inner heels back, chest forward, creating heat, fire. Fire needed for transformation, fire needed to face and fight what's wrong. Mother Durga is a great warrior goddess. She fights for all that is right. One more breath, gathering strength. Then bring the knees to floor and move your hips around in circles. Free up the area of the pelvis, the low back. Let the neck and shoulders be free. So I'll be sprinkling the class with Durga and Saraswathi thoughts. Move in the opposite direction. Trusting your intuitive wisdom to move in the way that is most beneficial to your body. You know, don't doubt without any skepticism, any uncertainty. And then we can pause in center, bringing hands right underneath the shoulders. Extend the right leg back parallel to floor with the toes pointing down, left arm by the head, thumb pointing up. Gaze at the floor so that your neck is relaxed in line with the rest of the spine, just neutral. And maintain your breathing smooth. Find strength. Feel your muscles very active. One more breath here with the hips equally high up. Then lower down the hand and the knee. Extend your left leg back, right arm by the head, thumb pointing up. So you can even try in your own body the difference between having your hands relaxed and your toes and your leg kind of bent, and then really activating everything. How empowering it is to feel your strength, to feel the activation of your muscles. Stay here, determined, practicing tapas, discipline that leads to transformation. One more breath, purification. Then lower down the hand and the knee. Now separate your knees a little wider than your hips, a little more space. You could be using blocks under your hands. You don't have to, but that's an option. Inhale, right arm opens wide, reach up, twist. Exhale, bring your hand to the floor or block. Left side, inhale, open wide. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, right, even wider, open across the chest. Bring it down on the exhale. Good. Inhale, left arm wide open. Bring it down. Couple more rounds on your own. So Durga has 8 or 10 arms, depending on the image that you see. And she holds different weapons in her arms to fight in the battle against different demons, demons representing anything that is in the way for us to see and know truth. Finishing here with the left arm reaching up, lower the hand back down, and then bring your knees hip distance apart, step your right foot forward into a lunge, raise your arms up overhead. Open your arms out, interlace your hands behind your hips. I'm gonna show you what Durga does with one of her hands in just a moment. Keep your neck long. And then bring your left hand to the left shoulder, just pointing forward like this. Join your fingers together, Abhaya Mudra. Your right hand can be on your right hip, encouraging the outer hip to stay down. So this is what you're doing, Abhaya. Abhaya meaning have no fear. Durga, the great mother, she's telling all her sons, all of us, have no fear. Grace is here. I'm here to protect you. All will be fine. Abhaya Mudra. Just hold with an open chest, keeping that outer right hip down. Good. And then inhale, extend the arm up, up, up. Twist over to the right. And can you take your elbow on the outside of the leg? If this is too much for now, you can simply have your forearm on your thigh or your hand on the floor. You choose. If you can go into the twist, then bring your hands together. Open up the chest. Keep the right side of your waist long. Neck long. Breathing smooth. Just a couple more breaths in this twist. With the energy of Durga and the Abhaya Mudra, have no fear. All will be okay. Coming back to center, lower your hands down to blocks or floor, step your right foot back. We'll enter downward facing dog. So plant your hands strongly down, curl the toes, hips up and back. You can do downward dog on the blocks, which helps with that angle so your head is not too far down towards the ground. And it also affects the entire anatomy. So you may notice your heels closer to the floor when you have your hands higher up. Just notice how this feels if you're using the blocks. Don't worry if you're not. With the next inhalation, glide forward into a plank pose. Stay as you exhale. Connect to your fire. Inhale, fire for discipline, to do what is right, even when it's hard. Exhale, lower the knees. Step the left foot forward between the hands. Lift the torso, raise the arms. Deep breath in. Open the arms out as you breathe out. Interlace the hands with the opposite thumb on the outside. Extend the arms. Tone in the low belly. So we're going to do the same Abhaya Mudra here. Left hand can come to left hip. As you lift your right palm facing forward, the fingers can be close together. Just hold it close to your right shoulder. Yeah, have no fear. Grace is here. Have no fear. Durga is protecting us all. Durga is in us. It's an aspect of ourselves, that courageous mother that fights for what is right, that does whatever is necessary to protect their children. Inhale, extend the right arm up, twist left and bring the elbow low. Open up the chest, hands together. Find length through the spine. Stay aware of your breath. The left waist is long. And relax any tension from the face. Returning to center, bring the hands down, step this left foot back, enter downward dog once again, adjusting the distance between your hands and your feet as needed. Move your hips side to side. And then pause in center, come forward into plank. Stay in plank, shoulder heads rolling back away from ears. Take one more breath, chest forward, inner heels back. Exhale, bring knees to floor. Lift up the chest, inhale, arcing the spine. Exhale, contract the belly and round the back. Breathing into the chest on the inhale, neck stays long, expand. Exhale, get empty, stretch the upper back, the neck. Lifting chest as you inhale into the heart space. Exhale, all the air out. Couple more cycles. Observing the expansion of the heart that includes everyone, everything. The heart of the great mother, the mother to all. Breathe out any restrictions, constrictions. One more time, arcing the spine. And exhaling fully. Pausing in neutral. Now extend your right leg back. Move your left foot over to the side, outside your mat. Turning the body right, reach the arm up and overhead. Side stretch. Find fullness in the low back, so your hips are not sticking out too much. Contain the low ribs. And then a few circles of the right arm. Free up your Durga arms. 4 or 5 arms on each side. Holding all the weapons to fight against what is wrong, what is not truth. Pause, reaching your right arm back, palm facing up, shoulder heads roll back. You can stay right here, or you can bend your right knee and hold the top of the foot. Press the foot away from hip, deepening the back bend. Smooth breathing. Fullness in the low back that never changes. Bring your right foot back down, reach the arm overhead, one breath. Gaze down at the floor, lower your hand, lower your knee, and reset. Tabletop, cat and cow, 2 rounds. Inhale, lift your chest, feel the fullness, be with it. Exhale to empty out, getting rid of what is non-serving. Inhale, breathe in exactly what you need right now to feel empowered in your truth. Exhale. Pausing in center again, extending the left leg back, toes on the floor, right foot outside the mat, left arm reaches up and overhead. So stay in the side stretch, pressing the outer left foot down. Fullness into the low back, containment of the low ribs. And then circle that arm. Free up your weapons. At the end of the festival, the 10th day after the 9th night, there's a big celebration because, as always in these stories in India, in Hindu philosophy and mythology, the good always wins, right? We always conquer with love, with compassion, with kindness, with wisdom, with truth. Pause, reaching back, opening through the heart space. Maybe bending the knee to hold the top of your left foot, press it away from hip. Stay here at ease, connected to the deep wisdom, Saraswati power, established in truth. Releasing the foot down, arm reaches overhead, one breath. Gaze down, lower hand, lower knee, reset, table. You can stay using the blocks or not. Downward dog once more. Walk the hands back towards feet. Uttanasana at the end of the mat. Spread the toes wide, bend the knees in line with ankles. Roll up the spine to stand. Circle the arms, reach them up high. Hands to heart. Spread the toes. Find a focal point, lift your heels up in the air and balance. Inner legs are active. So the action, muscular action, is to draw the inner legs back, and that would spread the back of the pelvis open and stick your hips back. But to counter that, a slight tuck of the tailbone so your pelvis is neutral. Lift your chest, lift the sternum into your thumbs. Stay here and then raise your arms. And again, imagine you have 10 or 8 arms, open them wide, holding all your weapons in your hands, activating all your powers. Your weapons are your powers to fight what is wrong. One more breath. Kindness can be one of your superpowers, one of your weapons. I find it a very powerful one. And then bring your hands back together into the heart, lower your heels to floor. Surya Namaskar, 2 rounds. Circle the arms, inhale, reach up. Fold over legs, exhale, bow. Walk into plank pose, inhale. Lower down, halfway or all the way to the ground, exhale. Lift the chest, upward dog or cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale back. Stay with the breath, revitalizing, invigorating your whole being, awakening Durga within, Saraswati. Inhale the heels up. Exhale, bend knees, look forward, step or hop. Flatten the back, breathing in. Fold down, breathe out, bend the knees to roll up. Circle arms, inhale, reach high. Exhale into heart. One more time. Inhale, circle, Urdhva Hastasana. Folding down, exhale, Uttanasana. Look ahead, Ardha Uttanasana, open. Exhale, hands down, step or hop back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel the heat. Heat that transforms. Nothing that goes through fire stays unchanged. Fire transforms everything, purifies. So can you begin the Ujjai breathing if you haven't yet? Contracting the back of the throat, listen to the sound of your breath, a hushing sound, which will elevate the heat of the body, which will help purify. Take another breath here with Ujjayi, contracting the back of your throat. Keep it smooth, exhaling fully. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop. Flatten the back as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. You can keep breathing in Ujjayi the whole time. Circle, inhale, reach up your arms. Exhale, Namaskar. Keep Ujjayi if you can. Inhale, reach your arms up. Reach forward and down with the victorious breath, exhaling. Step your right foot back, lower your heel to floor, warrior one. Stay here with Kali Mudra in your hands, joining the 3 first fingers bent and the thumbs and index stay straight. The gesture of Goddess Kali, holding the sword of Kali just above you to slay any demons of ignorance, of laziness, of untruth, of lies. Just stay here. Ujjayi breathing if you can. Victorious breath, honoring victory of good over evil at the end of these 9 days, 9 nights of Navaratri. One more breath. And then open wide into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. So remember where I said first 3 nights, Kali to destroy what is wrong. Second 3 nights, Lakshmi. Padma Mudra, bring your hands together and lotus flower in front of your chest. So after destroying what's wrong, we connect to the abundance in our lives, to all the beauty, to all the gifts. And after we connect to the abundance of Lakshmi, we'll move into the wisdom of Saraswathi, releasing the right hand down to your leg and taking your left arm straight up with the index and thumb lightly touching for the wisdom gesture. Jnana Mudra with your left hand. Stay here in the exalted warrior, connecting to energy of Saraswati. Truth, wisdom, knowledge. One more breath. Extend the left leg and reach your left arm forward and down. You can keep your hand in Jnana Mudra if you like. Right arm extends up and you can do Jnana Mudra with the right hand as well. So both of your hands are holding the wisdom gesture. Hasta Mudra, hand gesture to connect with deep wisdom. Opening the chest, spread your fingers wide as the index and thumbs lightly touch. And you choose where to look, anywhere between your left big toe and your right hand. Last breath here in Trikonasana. Gazing down at the left foot, come all the way up as you breathe in, arms wide. Breathe out, bend the front knee. Release the mudra. Inhale, left arm up, right hand down. And both hands to the floor, stepping into plank as you exhale. Take a breath, inhale. Both knees to floor, sit back into child's pose as you exhale. And stay in Balasana. Inhale, connecting to third eye, wisdom, intuition, insight. When you're established in truth, all that you need to know just comes. Next time you breathe in, come forward onto hands and knees. Bend the elbows, breathe out, halfway down. Inhale, lift chest, open heart. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. A full breath in and a slow breath out. Ujjayi breathing if you can. Inhale, lift up your heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look ahead, step or hop. Flatten the back as you inhale, chest forward. Fold down, bend the knees as you exhale. Keep them bent, reach your arms by the head, and come on up, extending the legs as you rise. Arms by the body, Tadasana. Other side, inhale, arms forward and up, navel in. Forward and down as you exhale, bow. Left foot back, heel to floor, Virabhadrasana 1 with the hands in Kali gesture, Kali Mudra. Try the opposite little finger on the outside, index and thumb straight, the other fingers bent. And here in Virabhadrasana 1, There's an internal rotation in the back leg. Keep it powerful, straight. Press the outer heel down. Connect to Kali energy within. Very fierce, very determined, ready to fight for what is right. And then we'll open into Virabhadrasana 2, nice and wide with the hands. Taking a moment here, bringing the hands in Padma Mudra in front of the heart space, separating the 3 middle fingers to open into that flower that symbolizes abundance, fertility, all the blessings of Lakshmi. Keep bending the front knee, gazing above the right shoulder, connected to the power of abundance. From here, the left hand is going to touch the back leg as we extend the right arm up in wisdom gesture, Jnana Mudra, index and thumb lightly touching. Breathe in the wisdom of Saraswathi. Saraswathi has a very pure energy. She rides a swan, that's her vehicle, a beautiful white swan. Her energy is very sattvic, very balanced. She's so wise, so connect to that part of you. Deep wisdom, great wisdom. And inhale, extend the right leg. Reach your right arm forward and down. You can keep Jnana Mudra, left arm up, Jnana Mudra also in your left hand. Open chest. Feel your power, the strength of your legs, of your core. Your victorious breath, Ujjai Breath, can remain smooth, not forceful. Let the heat help you detoxify, melt away anything that is not serving or support you in your journey of evolution. Take one more breath. Gaze at the right foot, forming the legs. Let's return up. Inhale, arms wide. Bend the front knee. Exhale, releasing the hands. Inhale, right arm up, left hand down. Both hands to the floor. Step into plank pose. Take a breath in plank. Inhale. Both knees down. Sit back into Balasana. Exhale, stay. Stay here in Balasana, child's pose, with your forehead resting down. Awareness to Agnya Chakra, the 6th chakra. Breathe in clarity. Breathe out any doubt, any confusion, any fear. Next time you inhale, come on forward onto your hands and lower to your belly. Exhale all the way down to the belly. Now, let's try bending the knees and reaching back for the ankles, flexing the feet. Press your feet away from hips and lift your thighs off the floor. Maintain your neck long as you look ahead. Feel the heat that is created in back bending. Feel the power, strengthening, transforming. Keep pressing your feet back, your thighs off the floor. Engage the inner legs, they protect your low back. And take one more breath here, opening the chest, heart space, throat. Slowly release everything down, forehead to floor, hands close to low ribs. Push up into your knees. Downward dog, curl the toes and go back. Move your hips side to side. We're entering pigeon pose from here. Inhale, the right leg lifts up. Exhale, step your right foot towards the left corner of the mat, left edge of the mat, shin bone down. Slide your left knee back and then open the chest, squaring the pelvis forward. When you're ready, you come down, maybe to the forearms. Here, the blocks can play an important role if you don't want to lower your head down. Just stack as many blocks as needed to keep your head up. Relax the muscles of the neck and shoulders. Keep the outer right hip back. And soften into the knowing that at the end, everything always works out. Collectively, we're all fighting the same battle these days. But we know that it won't be here for long. So we can rest in that knowing. And for now, we can soften, we can release any need to make decisions. Just resting as we free up the right hip. And clenching jaw, relax the tongue. Breathe in the nourishment and the protection of Mother Durga. Soften into that nourishment, into that protection. Just one more breath here. And then slowly lift your torso. Take your time. Plant your hands down. Curl the back toes under and step into downward dog. Stretch out, move around as you like. Relax your neck, put the head down. Preparing the other side, we lift the left leg up high. Step the foot towards the right edge of the mat. Adjust yourself so this is safe on your knee. Square the pelvis forward, and when you feel ready, you come down to your forearms and you rest your forehead on something. Staying aware of the breath, very connected to yourself. So that any distractions can fade away in the background. And you can remain present. Watching sensations in the body. The body which is constantly being purified by breath, by the exhalations. Ujjayi breathing is often associated with the more dynamic practices because of its quality of increasing the fire in the body, but it can also be very calming for the mind, that hushing sound in the back of the throat. So if you can do Ujjayi breathing in a very smooth, easeful manner, not forceful, it can help to calm the mind. Oceanic sound, purifying sound. Long inhales and exhales. Just another couple breaths here. inviting your presence to be very expansive. You feel completely at ease, established in wisdom, established in truth, in purity, in harmony. And slowly lift up the torso, take your time. Plant the hands down, curl the back toes and step back into downward dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, release your head. You can stay in downward dog or move through a vinyasa if you like more movement. With the next inhalation from downward dog, lift up the heels. Exhalation, bend the knees, look forward, step your feet between your hands, come to a flat back, breathe in. Bend the knees to sit down as you breathe out. Sitting on the floor, however you can, extend your legs forward, have space behind you to lie. Point your feet. If you've got blocks, have them handy. Reach your arms shoulder height forward. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, contract the belly to slowly make your way down, engaging the core muscles to control the descent and maintain the inner rotation in your legs. Once your head is down, hug in your knees. Relax your back. Our closing sequence will be one inversion, a twist, and happy baby. So the inversion could be Viparita Karani. You can have a block under your hips and the legs up, or you can move into a shoulder stand, okay? If you don't have a block, you can even just have your legs elevated or move to a wall for that support. If you wanna move into shoulder stand, arms by the body, lift up your hips, bring your feet overhead, the hips really high. Walk the shoulders close together. Plow pose, halasana to begin. Make sure your neck is okay with this kind of pressure. And then you can bend the elbows to bring your hands to support your back. Palms flat, fingers pointing upward. Don't turn your head. You can then lift your legs up. Maintain an inner spiral in your legs wherever you are, so your toes are not pointing out. And allow your breathing to be smooth. Your breath is a great indicator whether the posture is appropriate for you right now or not. When we cannot breathe properly in a posture, it's an indication we're not ready for it just yet. So we can take a different form of the posture, a different expression. There are infinite expressions. You can choose your own, make up your own according to your body. And allow the asana to not only work on the physical body, but also on the energetic body. Cleansing energy channels, nadis, that will affect the mental body, the emotional body, the spiritual body. Anytime you need to come out of the pose, feel free to come out. Let it be easeful, calming. Bring attention to the space between the eyebrows, Agnya Chakra. Breathe in, connection to deep wisdom. And relax into that wisdom. To come out of shoulder stand, move into plow first with the feet coming overhead. And then take your time. If you're in plow, your arms can come to the floor. We're all going to lower the hips down. And then you can keep moving your legs down if you like some core work, either legs straight or knees bent, or you can just hug the knees in. Eventually, we can all hug the knees in. Notice your overall state of being. And if you have a blanket or a pillow to support your head, I would place it under the head now to have the cervical curve supported, since we're no longer going to put pressure there. Open your arms out, bring your feet to the floor as wide as the mat. Take a breath in center. Exhale, knees turn right, head turns left. Back to center as you breathe in. Breathe out, knees left, head right. Inhale, center. Twist on the exhale. Lift on the inhale. Lower on the exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up, last one. Exhale down. Inhale up, pause. Bring your feet hip distance and slide your hips to the left edge of the mat. And then bring your knees up into chest and over to the right. Adjust the shoulder blades. Allow your shoulders themselves to relax as you tilt your head left, just very gently. If there's a gap between your legs, you may benefit from having something to support the top leg. I have a block now between my legs. Then the top leg will be able to relax more easily with the support. Head away from the knee, very good. And just soften here. Watching your breath. Resting in the comfort of trusting your body. Notice how perfect it works. How it breathes itself without you having to do anything. Constantly purifying. Letting go of what is not serving. Bringing in all the nourishment needed through the inhalations. Prana, vitality. Keep the mind present in this relaxed awareness. Just another breath or so. And then lift the knees back up. Align hips and shoulders. Pause for a moment in center. Then you can prepare the other side. Moving the hips right, knees up and over to the left. Maybe the block or whatever you have between your legs, turning the head right. Soften the shoulders. And continue watching your breath. The practice sometimes is a mini Navaratri, mini journey, starting with Kali energy, fierce energy, fiery energy to destroy what is wrong, to calm the distractions of the mind, to slay the distractions away. And then we move to this place where we feel abundant and empowered in the body, energy of Lakshmi. Which leads us to the remembrance of our great wisdom, Saraswati's truth, purity, where we can rest and celebrate the journey, celebrate the remembering. Resting here. Let the whole body and mind be at ease. Bathing in that sattvic, pure energy of Goddess Saraswati. Final breath here. And bring the knees back up. Align hips and shoulders and hug in the knees. Happy baby, knees wide, soles up, Ananda Balasana. Feel free to move as your body wants to. Never questioning the wisdom that lies within. You know what's best for you. And then we rest in Shavasana. Take your time getting there. Comfortably positioning the legs, the shoulder blades down the back, palms facing up, inviting receptivity, openness. Watch your body resting. Relax all your feet, all your toes, the ankles, the legs, the knees, the hips, the pelvis, the belly, the rib cage and chest, the whole back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, both arms, both hands, the throat, the neck, the whole mouth, unclenching jaw, relax the ears, the temples and eyes, the nose, the center of the eyebrows and forehead. Let the scalp relax, the brain, entire body resting in deep wisdom. Softening any of the afflictions that Navaratri help us conquer, any craving or aversion, any misperception, any doubt in ourselves or others, any dullness, apathy, any skepticism. Through the practice, we purify. We get to this sattvic state of balance, connected to our deep wisdom. We purify body, mind, speech, intellect, emotions. We raise our vibrations, increasing Maha Shakti, the power of Shakti, this great creative potential energy. And we rest. Rest, knowing that we are living our wisdom, our truth. You can continue resting longer if you've got time. If you need to wrap up, begin to move your hands and your feet. Moving around in your own way to wake up the physical body. And you know how to get from the floor up to seating. You bring the knees in, you roll over to one side, no rush. And when you do sit up, have the heart broad, the heart space, Anahata chakra area, very open. Eyes can stay closed a little longer. Join the index fingers and thumbs lightly together. Turn your palms to face up. Observe your state of being, physical, mental, emotional. We close by joining hands at heart, grateful for the abundance in our lives, the many blessings. Chanting the sound of Om together. Inhale. Om. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day.